Hey Hoopheads, Brad here with another breakdown, and today I want to talk about the Raptors defense in their 112-99 win over the Pistons. This game saw Kyle Lowry notch his 15th triple-double with 20, 10, and 10. Serge Ibaka had 25 and 13 on 10 for 18 shooting. Those guys looking great after coming back from injury. Siakam had 26 with 5 rebounds, a steal, 4 blocks, 6 threes. OG had 19 points and 8 boards on 7 of 12 shooting. Just a really nice all-around game from the Raptors. Unfortunately, losing Gasol and Norm to injuries. We'll see how long they're going to be out. But despite losing them, nice to see the other guys playing so well. Let's get into it. On this play, the Pistons get the ball to Drummond. He faces up against Gasol. Then OG comes over with the double team. OG and Gasol really pester him, get their hands up to make this pass difficult. Gasol pokes it away, and that's a turnover. On this play, Blake Griffin gets a step on Pascal Siakam, but as Blake gets into the lane, he tries to throw the pass around Gasol. Gasol uses his great hands to tip the ball, and Siakam gets back into the play to intercept it. Nice help defense from Gasol, and the Raptors are really going to miss that with him out. Here, Lowry drains a 3, and then as the Pistons bring the ball up the court, Lowry steps up to Bruce Brown. He pokes it away, and Gasol picks it up, and that's great hands by Kyle Lowry. Here, as Tony Snell comes off the screen, check out Lowry shifting into help position so that OG Anunoby can get back in the play. The Pistons turn to another option, and as Drummond takes the ball to the hole, Lowry's there to get in his way. Drummond has to drop it off, and then Pascal Siakam with the huge block on Bruce Brown. Brown recovers the ball, kicks it back out, swing pass, and Pascal Siakam is there to challenge a shot on the perimeter as well. Great hustle by Siakam to get out on that. Here, as Blake Griffin gets into the lane, OG Anunoby comes over to help a little bit, then recovers back to his man. The ball goes to the corner, and Lowry comes out, puts nice pressure on him. The ball goes into Drummond. It's Marc Gasol versus Drummond. Gasol pulls the chair on him a little bit as the double team comes over. This is out off Drummond, and that's a turnover. This is a nice bit of physical defense from Kyle Lowry. He gets switched onto Blake Griffin and gets right into his body, chest to chest, doesn't give him any room to operate. He forces the miss. Drummond's going to get the putback here. That's more of a failure of Gasol and Norm on the block out. But I just wanted to highlight this because there aren't too many point guards in the league who can give you the level of physicality to get up into Blake Griffin like that. Here, the Pistons run a split action where Luke Kennard runs to the strong side and Rose is going to run up to the top. Rose gets the ball, and as he attacks, McCaw gets hung up on the screen, so OG has to drop into the paint. Rose kicks it out to Kennard, and OG has to close out really hard. Kennard blows by OG and kicks it out to the corner, but check out where Siakam is when this pass is thrown. And not only does he get out to contest the shot, but he actually blocks it. That's great hustle from Pascal. And then as the Pistons try to throw the pass inside to Christian Wood, great work by OG to break it up. Lowry slides all the way into the paint, uses his great hands to get the strip. Then as the ball goes out to Svi Mykhailiuk, McCaw closes out a bit too aggressively. Mykhailiuk gets by him, but that's great initial defense to get that strip by OG and Lowry. Here, as Derrick Rose gets into the lane, Lowry is there waiting for him, and Rose is going to try to throw this cross-court pass, but Lowry puts a hand up and just makes that angle really difficult. And if Lowry's hand is down, this gets through no problem, but because it's up, Rose's throw is a bit off, and that's going to be a turnover. Now, after Siakam bombs a 3, the Pistons try to push the ball up the floor. Blake Griffin gets it, but Norm is there with the help to make him give it up. Ball goes to Drummond, and he tries to put the ball on the floor. That's always a good thing if you're the defense, and McCaw gets a hand on the pass to flex it out of bounds. Then on the ensuing inbound, check out Pascal Siakam working hard to get around this screen under the basket. Then as the Pistons try to throw the entry pass to Blake, Siakam does a great job of getting over the top and intercepting it. Great work by Pascal Siakam on that play. Here, a nice bit of ball pressure from OG Anunoby off the top. Then as Blake comes off the screen, Serge is waiting for him. Serge does a great job of getting his hands up, not fouling, challenging Blake's shot. The Raptors tend to play Serge and Marc Gasol at the top of the arc a lot, and the Pistons were ready for it. Whenever the Raptors bigs were at the top when the shot went up, Andre Drummond would sprint down and try to get in position for a transition basket. But Serge does a great job of getting physical and not giving up the shot. And now off the inbound, Bruce Brown is going to get into the lane off the Drummond screen. Check out Serge splitting the difference between Drummond and Brown, waiting for them to make a decision. Brown tries to throw the pass in tight quarters, and the Raptors are there to scoop it up. This is an offensive play, but I love the mindset that it showed of OG Anunoby. When he catches this ball, he goes straight into the body of Blake Griffin, and he came into tonight deciding he was just going to try to overpower Blake Griffin. and I like OG taking on that challenge. Check out Norm here in his defensive stance and moving his feet, does a nice job of negotiating the screen and getting back in the play. Then as Kennard comes off the second screen, Siakam is shading over to help. Kennard kicks it out to Blake Griffin, and check out Siakam blocking the shot of Blake Griffin once again. That's another great closeout from Pascal. Here as Kennard gets into the lane, Serge is going to rotate over and Kennard kicks it out to the perimeter. The Pistons work it into the corner, and then as Bruce Brown comes off the screen, Serge Ibaka once again playing the middle distance between Brown and Drummond. The ball goes to Drummond and Serge bodies him up, gets really physical with him. Tough shot for Drummond, and that's going to be out of bounds on the Pistons. Now Rondae with a nice bit of ball pressure and physicality on Blake Griffin. Griffin swings it over, the pass goes to Bruce Brown underneath, but Serge is there once again on the back line protecting the rim, and that's something you love to see from the big man, his legs looking fresh this game. Here as Rose comes off the double screen, he sees Serge Ibaka waiting under the basket, decides against it, kicks it out to Blake Griffin, and then nice ball pressure from Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, pokes it loose. Lowry picks it up and fires the pass ahead. Rondae takes it to the other end, drops it off for Siakam, who hammers it home. The Raptors getting buckets off their defense. This is just great team defense for the Raptors. Check out how Rondae goes for the deflection, but he doesn't get it, so he immediately gets back into position. Then Serge and Siakam negotiate a little screen action as Galloway gets into the lane. Rondae rotates over with the help. The ball goes out to Blake Griffin, and Lowry does a great job of getting low and moving his feet, making Blake uncomfortable. Rondae comes over with the double two. Blake swings it. Ball goes to Langston Galloway, who puts up a shot with Pascal Siakam right in his jersey. Great rotations by the Raptors on that possession. Here with the Raptors in a zone, Lowry comes down with the double on Drummond. Drummond kicks it out to Blake, who swings it over to Derrick Rose. Norm with the nice closeout right in his jersey. Good shot contest. That's a miss. Here's another play where Drummond's guarding the man at the top. He gets out in transition. Pistons with a nice outlet pass. Siakam is the one who's back. And check out the way as Drummond turns, Pascal Siakam takes a step back. This allows him to load up and explode for the block. He doesn't want to get into a power game against Drummond. He wants to turn it into an athletic game. And by stepping away from Drummond's body, he's successful. On this play, check out where Rondae is when the shot goes up. He's the highest one up, so he's in charge of balancing the floor and getting back on defense. He does exactly that and intercepts this hit-ahead pass. And that's great awareness and hustle from Rondae. On this play, as Rondae gets hung up on the screen, Serge Ibaka has to step up to Derrick Rose. This means McCaw has to rotate down and help in case Rose throws the pass over the top. Rose reads it and goes to the corner instead, and McCaw gives a nice closeout, just enough to bother the shot. And that's really all you can ask for from your help defense. Nice work by McCaw. Here, McCaw and Boucher are defending the screen, and as Galloway comes off it, Boucher switches onto him, gets a hand up, deflects this attempted pass. Rondae hits it, and the Raptors recover. Good work to force the turnover there. Now, as Rose gets into the lane, another nice shot challenge from Serge Ibaka protecting the paint. And finally, as Luke Kennard gets the ball, Pascal Siakam closes out to him, runs him off the line. McCaw rotates over to help. The ball goes to Drummond, and McCaw gets a hand in there to poke it away. More nice help defense from the Raptors.
Man, like you said, it's normal, man. I was injured. I didn't practice. I didn't play contact for like 4 weeks. Then when I came back, it's normal. Like I'm not Robocop. I'm a person, right? Sometimes it's gonna take time, And then the ankle, even right now, I'm still playing like 90% of my ankle. It's not 100% yet.
Overall, this was a really nice win for the Raptors. Really solid defense, lots of points from OG, Siakam, Lowry, Serge. And they're going to need more performances like this from those guys, with Gasol and Norm going down for presumably extended time. Hopefully Van Vliet coming back soon will help too. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought of the Raptors defense in the comments.